it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The corners are walked up tight. Running inside. It's Young. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs and these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. On the run, it's Young. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the run. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. And he was hit just. Was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the deep.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, Lewis. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint.
Maybe a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Bears want to move quickly. Right back to the well. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Wide receiver going in motion. Lagway. Here's the pressure. Has it. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. And the Bears are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. And he'll step into the end zone.
offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Bucs offense ready to begin this drive. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Escapes the pressure to his right. It's a fumble. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. Looking to the big tight end. That's reeled in. It's Atkins. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The Buffaloes are rolling down the field. Here's Lewis to throw. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Leaves it with the back, and he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He's got the tight end. Makes a tackle, and he might have room. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. And the Buffaloes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He'll take it himself. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top as we get a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Motion from the wide receiver. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Touchdown, Colorado! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. They'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space, good things will happen.
As the officials spot the ball, they've stopped play for an injured Baylor Bear. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now on the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
3rd down is where the money is made, but they're lucky to be here after that ball was loose. Gets the back moving. Flag wave from the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
And there he goes. Touchdown, Buffs. Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. The whole thought process is just get the ball back and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Throwing, Lagway. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go to.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Quickly out to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Young. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Lewis. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Motion from the wideout. Third down from the gun, Lewis. Firing to the right, complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Now on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Atkins. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Makes a catch, and he will score! Touchdown, Buffaloes!
This really has been a tale of two quarters for this offense. They were shut out in the first quarter, and they've been lighting the scoreboard up in the second. Give this offensive coordinator some credit. He found a rhythm. He was able to get this offense churning big plays out one after another, and right now, they are playing with tons of confidence.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point was good. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Shakes off the defender. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Right back to him on the ground. And they swarm him under. Timeout taken by Baylor. It's 2nd. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Snagged out of the air. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing, Lewis. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
To the air again, Lewis. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. The Buffaloes go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running inside. It's Young. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Here's Lewis to throw. Moving out to the right. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. It's Lewis again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Stepping to the right. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
In this offense now, it's decision time. Man, they put a nice drive together. You want to walk away with points, but how aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to take this field goal, or do you want to try to get a touchdown?
And the Buffaloes will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Wide receiver going in motion. 4th down, Lewis. Got it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Defense in press coverage. To the air again, Lewis. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with a look at Illinois in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Buckeyes on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
Here's Lagway to pass. Working that left side now.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Turner. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Lagway will try to get it from the gun on 3rd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your core.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Lagway to throw for it on 4th. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. The run inside. It's Young. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football. All eyes on him and play.
Looking for the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Colorado. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Score. Now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Complete in the middle. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Bears headed quickly to the line.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football, but that's a great start to this second half.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the third quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Rush is on him. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on 3rd down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page. And they're
guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Fourth down, Lagway. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
Yeah, 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Got a little grass. Running through contact. Touchdown, Buffs! And the stomping has commenced.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
It's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just we've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And the Bears in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again.
He wants to take the top off. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And how about this defense really answering the challenge so far today? This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
Oh, they're after him, trying to get away. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do it.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Makes the catch.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that third down here on the third play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
Here's a heat. And it's a sack.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Trying to set up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more period to go and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a third down play. Flagway wants to throw. Release to the back. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now we're setting up fourth down.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. In with the pick 6. Touchdown, Buffaloes. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And what a fantastic job by the defense there on that fourth down. They understand, obviously, having a big lead. The offense is going to go for it. They're going to have to throw. Everybody on defense has their eyes on the QB. They're able to jump in front of the pass, take it in for a touchdown, build their lead, and that essentially seals this game. They're going to go home with the double.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. And the Bears want to pick up the tempo. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Lagway to throw for it on 4th. It's complete to the right. He's down immediately, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Lagway.
Wow, and that was just a bang.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. DB's right up on the receivers. Running inside. It's Young. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Makes the grab. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Looking for room. It's Young. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here.
Red 54, go!
Lewis to throw for it on 4th. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Go.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Might have a chance. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the books.